So here we are for round one now. Playing against RKV, go ahead and wish him good luck. We won the roll. We will definitely go first. And I don't have any problems with this hand. I mean, you can play anything in it aside from Debtor's Pulpit. I mean, we don't have a lot of damage coming out the gate, which is a little frustrating, but I think we should be alright. And the one thing I don't like about playing these kind of quick Boros decks is they tend to either do really well or fairly poorly. So we should know early on which one of those it's going to be. In this particular deck, it's not nearly as fast as the really fast Boros decks really kind of need to be, which is the other problem. And that's kind of making me a little bit worried. So he's going to go down to 6 and keep, and I'm going to lead with the Gilded Gate and just pass. So he's either playing Gruul or Boros. I wouldn't be surprised if this is our other Boros player. So Bomber Core comes down, we'll go ahead and pass again. Yeah. So I really don't want to waste a massive raid on something as weak as a Skinbrand Goblin. Well, first of all, let's see if he wants to trade, because I'm okay trading a Bomber Core with a Skinbrand Goblin. I wouldn't be surprised. No, he's not going to take it. So we will go ahead and follow up with Court Street, I believe. Since we can go ahead and drop the Reckoner the turn after that and tap down some of his guys. I'm also happy trading damage for damage here. So I'm going to go ahead and come in for 3. And I'm not going to drop the Reckoner here because I want to be able to tap down one of his guys when I play it. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the infantry, which is going to kind of put him in a tough spot since I'm going to have Battalion next turn and I'm going to be able to pick off his Skinbrand Goblin. Also, he can't attack into the infantry either. So our opponent might be in a little bit of trouble here. I'm just going to take it because I don't want to risk my Battalion. Yeah, so he drops an Assault Griffin, which is not really going to help him here. If that was a land, that would have been nice, but we're going to head and drop a Boros Reckoner for white, red. Tap down his Assault Griffin. And swing in and kill off his Skinbrand Goblin. So he might just be dead next turn. What I can do is I can drop the Madcap skills on the Boros Reckoner and put him in some serious trouble. I just don't think he can come back from this. Plus it kind of seems like he's gotten a little bit flooded out. Yeah, the two options I'm going to have next turn, I can either massive raid, either whatever he plays or his face, or I can drop a Madcap skills. I mean, if I draw a mountain, I can do both, which would be absolutely great, but so he's going to drop a Scourgewalker, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me since I can just kill it. fact, I am just going to kill it. So he's only going to have a couple blockers. So I did draw a mountain, which is nice. So we will drop a Madcap Skills on the Reckoner. And we are going to come in with everything and go ahead and kill that Scorchwalker. So he's just dead. There's nothing he can do here. Yeah, he knows it. So the one kind of problem that I have is I only really have one sideboard card, and that's Shattering Blow. I didn't see a reason to bring it in, so I think we're just going to keep it like it is. But I'm going to wait a little bit first. I don't want him to realize that I have absolutely nothing going on with my sideboard. That would be unfortunate. Yeah, I guess Murder Investigation is kind of a card. I don't know when you would ever want to play it, but I mean, there you go. Alright, so here's game 2. He's probably going to play first. And we got a little bit lucky last game in that he had to go down to 6 and then he got flooded out. This is a terrible hand. I mean, even though it's fine on the mana, it's got no creatures. I'm going to have to go down to 6. This is fine if I draw a Plains. If I don't, I'm in serious trouble. He kept his 7. I have to go to 5. And this is fine. I mean, it's not fine, but so we need to draw some lands or we're going to be in trouble. Well, that was a good draw. And the fact that he didn't have any drops on 2 or 3 is kind of lucky, but though we got stuck on 2 lands, which kind of sucks. Well, that's something we can play at least. If he attacks, I think I can either take it and swing back for 6, or I can trade. I think in this instant I might be better off trading if he'll take it. I think I'm going to have to do it. He's got another Scorchwalker. So we're stuck on 2 lands still. So we've seen just a lot of nothing from our opponent's deck right now. Oh, so he's got Aurelia. That's why he went Boros. So he probably got first picked Aurelia and just trying to force Boros. I was trying to figure out why the rest of his deck was just so bad. So I'm just going to concede this game. Because he was hitting me for 60 in there. Hopefully we'll get a little bit luckier on the lands. I actually think I'm going to switch out the key rune for a mountain. Especially since we'll be on the play. This is perfectly fine. So we'll go ahead and lead with the Boros Elite. Get lucky, we'll go ahead and follow it up. Well, let's attack first. Let's go ahead and follow up with a Bomber Core. That was a good draw. So we'll drop a Guild Gate here, so we can drop the Assault Griffin next turn and swing in for 2. Seems like everything in his deck has a fairly high curve, so I mean, we didn't see any 2 or 3 drops from him last game. We do see a 3 drop from him here, but that's not going to do anything for him. So I have a couple different options here. I can drop the Skyjack, or I can drop the Assault Griffin. Considering that the Assault Griffin maintains flying regardless of what I do, I and it kind of sits with my mana a little better. So let's go ahead and swing in first, since he can't block. Go ahead and drop the Assault Griffin. So what I'd like to do is be able to get to a point where if he drops Aurelia, I have 4 creatures in play and I can massive raid it. So he's got his own Bomber Core. And it might be in my best interest just to kill that. Maybe not. Let's see. I think we're gonna madcap skills the Assault Griffin. Since he's going to need 2 flying creatures to block it, and it can now kill his Aurelia when he plays it. And we're going to go ahead and swing with just that. And then drop a Skyjack. So we're at the 4 creature count necessary to handle Aurelia. Unless he handles, yeah, so he's going to kill my creature. That's unfortunate. So I guess he's saying that he's flooded. So here's the question. Can I kill him this turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can put him to 6. And I can attack for 3. He'd have to block both of these guys. I could kill his Bomber Core. Or I can... I think the plan has to be, so if I kill this Bomber Core and I swing in, he's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. He's going to be put at 1, and I'm going to have 3 creatures on board. Even if he plays Aurelia, he's screwed. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and just throw it at his face. And we're going to go ahead and pass. I've actually gotten Aurelia first pick a couple of times in Gate Crash so far, and I've come to the conclusion that it is seldom good to first pick a bomber like that, just because you end up trying to force things and it doesn't work out very well. So unless he can kill the Bomber Core, he's just dead. Yeah, I've never got an answer. So that's the first round. See you in the second.